Hey Beatles fans, I am Alan D Music. Whether you're a hardcore Beatles fan or a casual one, this video is for you. Today I'm gonna make a case as to why out of all of their albums, Magical Mystery Tour, in my opinion, is their okay album or one that I would rarely go back and listen to. I deem it to be lackluster and tame compared to the rest of their catalog. The following are my reasons why. Recording the title track Magical Mystery Tour and the album technically began on April 25, 1967, weeks after Paul McCartney just came back from a US trip, and he told the others about an idea he had for a Beatles TV film on a mystery tour on a coach or a bus. And by all accounts, Paul McCartney wrote most of the lyrics to Magical Mystery Tour, and definitely the concept and idea was his. And much like Sgt. Pepper was his baby, Magical Mystery Tour was no different, where he steered the band in the recording sessions and where the film was headed. Magical Mystery Tour was released on November 27, 1967. And as to why I think the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour is an okay Beatles album. First, you have the fact that 6 of the tracks was intended only for the film soundtrack, and the rest of the album comprised of their 1967 singles. And also by all accounts and according to most historians, the recording sessions was undisciplined, aimless, and was too heavy on experimentation. And also you have a lot of drugs going on during the recording sessions at this point in the Beatles' career. And on top of that, you also had the death of Brian Epstein, their manager, on August 27, 1967. And last but not least, you also have Paul McCartney himself, as quoted during the Beatles Anthology series from the mid-90s, talking about Magical Mystery Tour when he said, and I quote, "It was okay. At the time, it was alright. Not the greatest thing we've ever done," end quote. And he also continued by saying during that clip, basically propping up that I Am the Walrus was the highlight for him in the film and also in the album. So safe to say that even Paul himself thinks that Magical Mystery Tour wasn't their best album at all. In closing, had the Beatles decided not to do a film and just recorded a follow-up to Sgt. Pepper, then yes, things would have been different for the better. And by their own admissions, they were not filmmakers or actors. They were just great at making great rock and roll music. Thank you friends for checking this video out. Please subscribe to this channel if you like the Beatles or guitars in general. I am Alan D Music, and I'll see you all in the next one.